noticed, what's always shocked me, because always saw myself differently, is that a lot of people oftentimes call me flawed in the ways that they think is viable, but I've never saw myself that way. I've always saw myself as an extremely pretty girl with that's accountable, extremely accountable, and even has high interest or high viable interest. And yet again, responsible, gets her sticks to the prerogatives of things, gets her resources duties met each month, and a person that does things appropriately, as far as I'm concerned. What I'm trying to say is people always call themselves viable, and I've always called myself as viable in my life. I've always been a person with their own life, not personal with many people, and oftentimes people tried to add themselves onto my own personal life, just to collaborate with my validity, and yet again they have an interest on how something else is consistently valuable to my life. Multiple people that I've never been personal to have always had this interest. I think that maybe somebody that associates with somebody that may know of me, and they have a jealousy thing with me where I was probably never personal to them either. And they constantly conspire to my life. They have an interest on how something else is valuable. Multiple people that have a jealousy thing with me in society, they add themselves onto my life in this context. I've always been they've tried to push me around since childhood. Oftentimes claiming that was inviolable in ways I wasn't, blatantly claiming that I had flaws I never had, and as far as I've always been concerned, they think that they would be viable. How I'd be viable, like that would be a thing. When I'm a pretty girl, I take account. I'm a mentally coherent person. I understand one thing for the other, formulate, make her own choices, and I account for myself and how I express myself over the day. But one of the main things people always try to do is manipulate. I had features going back in the past, put pictures of me online, of me when I was younger. I'll post more pictures on this account. But one of the main things people try to do that seem to have a jealousy thing with me is for their own reasons. I've never been personal with these people, and they seem to have this interest on my own complex in life for their own reasonings. I'm just a person trying to live my life from my place in that. Yeah, I'm trying to date guys that want to give me their time, oftentimes, viably, but people make it that they need to be personal to my life because of that. Or I'm a person that counts for herself, looking for a guy that treats me with respect. I'm not looking to spend life with other people other than the guy that wants to be with me. If a guy doesn't want to, that's his personal choice. I'm looking for a guy that does. One of the main things these people try to do is manipulate that I have features I didn't going back at the time. Flaws that I didn't. My identity, Caitlin Lemke. They seem to have a high jealousy thing with me and have a high interest on how something else is consistently viable to me where I'm not counting people that I've never been personal to.